Getting him down to the ground, gives Motherwell an opportunity just to throw this ball into the box and get some players up in attack.
Ross Forbes now with the free kick for Motherwell. A very good ball, had to be defended well by Majstorovic. Superb delivery by young Forbes.
Yeah, he's capable of this so often, right into the danger area. But to be fair to Majstorovic, reads it well, doesn't bring Foster into play and just heads it clear.
Well, young Tom Hateley, born in Monte Carlo when his father played for Monaco before coming back to play for Rangers. He takes this corner kick. Another fine delivery and a super header by Hutchinson. Just couldn't get above that.
What a cross this is from Hateley. Look at the pace on the ball. Just allows Hutchinson to go and attack it right above Majstorovic, but not quite high enough to guide it towards the target. Wonderful cross from Hateley.
Well, I think perhaps Majstorovic did just enough there to prevent Hutchinson getting that. Hateley
for Neil Lennon, just at this minute around the stadium, the 18th minute, his number as a Celtic player. And the supporters coming to life in appreciation of their manager and their team's efforts this season.
Quite a remarkable situation, because it now looks almost certain that well, there's Hooper again. That's fine play by Hooper. Hollis is stranded, he's done well, and Brown sends the rebound wide. Fine play again by Hooper, but credit to Lee Hollis.
Yeah, good link-up play. Hooper plays the 1-2 with Samaras. Tries to cut inside, gunning here, getting away from Hollis. Hollis stands up for as long as he could and does really well. He started the first 20 minutes really well in a high-pressure game for him. Doesn't bring anyone down, makes a tackle in the end, and Scott Brown can't quite guide it into the corner, just finds a side netting.
Joined Motherwell from Airdrie last summer, and proving to be a very good acquisition. Well, remarkable reaction here from the Celtic supporters. And when you consider what's going on this season, Andy, and you reflect on the fact that Neil Lennon is not likely now to win the league. He's got a cup final to come, but lost the earlier cup final, the League Cup final. A lot of managers would go under pressure in that situation, but this level of support indicates he surely will be here next season.
Yeah, well, it's a special club, I know that from my own experience, but you have to win. And, you know, the title has gone now to Rangers. Credit, always credit to the winners. And a big game for Neil Lennon next week.
This is Humphrey. Still Humphrey. Jeffers is onside. Well, he's had a very long career. Started at Everton, then Arsenal, Charlton, Rangers, Blackburn, Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, this is so good from Humphrey, cutting inside, finding Franny Jeffers. He's onside. Leuven should have done a lot better. They couldn't get any sort of connection on that shot. Big opportunity for him.
A £10 million striker when he went to Arsenal from Everton and won England Cup. This is Forrest going inside Hamill. That's another very good save by Hollis. He must have been unsighted there by Gary Hooper. Well, I think Motherwell are very fortunate there not to have the corner kick.
Yeah, it's a 1v1. Forrest cuts inside onto his left, and Hollis again is right behind it. And it's a difficult one for the goalkeeper to take, because his own defender and Hooper in front of him.
Hooper again is that amazing habit of just getting to the ball practically ahead of defenders. Long ball from Hutchinson straight to the head of Mulgrew. Key under pressure from Forbes. Hutchinson recovered well there. Looked to be in some difficulty.
And again, a lovely tribute from the Celtic supporters, unfurling a banner. Tribute to Tommy Burns, who I think died 3 years ago today. Just remembering some of the Celtic greats.
Yeah, that's terrific, isn't it? Yeah. And another anniversary too of another great Celtic player. His demise, that was Bobby Murdoch, who passed away 10 years ago. undoubtedly also genuine Celtic great.
Off, and Maloney's clever enough just to create that yard of space, and even on his left side, and despite the angle being closed down by Hollis, Maloney's good enough to finish on his left foot. Gets an appreciation there from his manager, and that's all Maloney can do, just try and make a big impact. And who knows, he might be in Neil Lennon's thoughts of a starting place next week.
Goal number 6 for him this season, and taken with real aplomb. Certainly not the best of defending, but Maloney was very impressive. It is such an asset, Andy, to be able to go both left or right and have a shooting chance to be able to take it on.
Yeah, he's got that. Celtic have just got a slight worry here with Mark Wilson. Of course, any injury just now, the immediate thought is how they will be for next weekend. I think in this one with Jones, I think he sticks his leg in there. It is completely accidental, but maybe just a problem on his knee.
Well, it's a big worry, I would suggest, for Celtic, and I'm sure that Neil Lennon will not want the balance of his side to be disrupted by having to do without Mark Wilson next week. Well, it's quite remarkable scenes here.
Yeah, just extraordinary to see the whole stadium, which is doing a huddle. It's a remarkable sight, and something new with the Celtic supporters this season, and I think so attractive to see. A real atmosphere inside this stadium, despite the disappointment.
Well, I think it's terrific. It reflects very well on these Celtic supporters the fact that they're not turning their team in any way whatsoever in view of the news from Kilmarnock. They're supporting Neil Lennon, they're supporting the players, and there's real anxiety here though about Mark Wilson.
Well, the natural thing for any player is to try and run it off, but really, given that there is such a big game for him next week, if there's any doubt at all in Mark Wilson's mind, he should just call it a day.
Well, I think he's on just now, but it might just be for 2 or 3 minutes for that purpose, I suspect, Andy. Well, he's had a difficult time with Andreas Hinkel keeping him out of the side for so long, until he, of course, had that cruciate injury at the beginning of this season. But he seized his opportunity, Wilson, and he does look somewhat distressed, doesn't he?
Well, in all honesty, I think Celtic have been a better side defensively with him in it. I think he's got a real appreciation of that position, and he helps other with his talking to him. He's a very vocal player.
A real team player, no question. Forrest with a pass. Hooper went too early, just caught offside, getting away from Hutchinson.
Well, they thought they might have missed Chris Commons this afternoon. Hasn't worked out that way. Red carded, 2 yellow card offences at Tynecastle, but they haven't missed him. But no doubt he'll be back in the starting lineup next weekend as Neil Lennon gets more applause from these Celtic supporters.
More acclaim. Well, he certainly has had an extremely difficult season at the helm at Celtic, but he hasn't lacked in massive support throughout it all. I'm sure that must give him great encouragement and consolation. Brown's pass picks out Maloney. Samaras setting up Mulgrew, but Key gets there first. He's offside though. Key was offside, I'm sure Mulgrew wasn't. Had Mulgrew continued, he'd been all right.
Well, this is a really tight one. When you see that pass there, Key, I think, such a tight call, and as soon as he made a touch, you see the flag from the linesman going up there. But Celtic won't be too disturbed about that. 3 goals to the good, looking for more in the last half hour or so.
Headed away by Mulgrew, kept in well by Maloney. Samaras testing the pace and strength of Hutchinson, which is not found wanting. Ball was out of play. It's going to be a throw. Well, Rod Stewart is getting a party despite not coming about the way he expected.
Same age as you, Jock. Why have you not got that style?
Can I get the rest of them as well? Good, yeah. push by Key, clumsy one. So Motherwell's free kick. Playing now for Pride. Notwithstanding the fact they've got all these key players left out this afternoon, they won't